Hello guys, the UPSC 2021 notification is out. So since many days, students have been continuously messaging, even though we had put at least I think 2 3 videos explaining the same that UPSC have kept it on hold and it will come on time. Please wait, continue your preparation. But still, many students are restless. More than preparing, they are concerned about these things. So finally, it is out. So it's our duty to tell you like what is there and how it's going on. There is no change. It'll be the same as it was last year. There will be no extra attempt or anything as far as I have seen. I've just seen the PDF. I have not read through it completely, but I don't think anything has changed. Okay, so you if you read your notification properly, all your doubt gets cleared. Okay, without doing that, please don't ask like, sir, is that an attempt? Is it counted as an attempt? Is it like that? Is it like this? Please do the thing which is in front of you in public domain, and then if you have doubts, you can ask. Okay, so we'll go through it. I will try to take the notification PDF and explain to you so that beginners can understand. Okay, maybe the first people who are giving their exam first time this year, and this time the application is just in 20 days. Okay, today is 4th, and on 24th it will end. So in 20 days you have to apply. So please don't delay any further. But listen to this video first. Okay, else you will again go there and come back asking the same doubts which I explained already in this video. Okay. So 2021 prelims notification is out. It's like application from March 4 to March 24. So vacancies, syllabus, fees, how to apply, all these in my foundational videos already I've told, but the vacancy count would have reduced a little bit. That I'll show you. And the next 3 4 months, okay, it can change your life if you really have prepared sincerely till now. Not like today morning you feel like, okay, so there is something called UPSC. Let me go and inquire what is UPSC and then do. Maybe out of luck you may clear prelims. Okay, luck means like a miracle. Other than that, you will not clear if you are starting it now. Okay, you should have done something, at least read an NCRT, at least read the syllabus, something. If you have done, then there is still scope that you follow a definite timetable or schedule and you can clear. Okay, and others who have been preparing, I am damn sure that you would have given your 100% in this lockdown time, and then you are almost there. Okay, so even if you have joined any other test series also, we wish you good luck, and I'll walk you through the details now. So like February 10th it was expected. Now in March 4th it has come. The exam will be on June 27 2021 Sunday as planned, and we have designed a special batch 5 timetable for that also, March 1 to June 26. So this 120 days something, you can clearly have a 4 month success guarantee plan. But there is no like force like you have to come here. Okay, you study in whichever way you want, but we are guiding our students so that we can get the same result as we got the last 2 years. Now I'll go to the UPSC notification first before we jump into ICIS plans and all, because you are here to watch that. So this is the UPSC website which we have been refreshing all these days. All these days here scrolling something you would have seen. Okay, so here this one here, the thing is going on, the new ones. Okay, till now here another scrolling was there, like you have to wait for the PDF. Now it has come here, so click this view all. So all the things will come here. So if you see here, Indian Forest Service and Indian Civil Service Examination, both are mentioned here. So both are actually same exam for prelims, only the mains thing will change. So you can click on any one. So Civil Service Preliminary Examination, the general link, I'm clicking here. So if you see here, exam notification, 1.6 MB PDF is there. This one you have to download or read it online also, but always download and keep. Okay, it will be good if you fail and the next year you have to refer something to the older PDF, you will have it. So please save it. Okay, make a folder and save it. And here the link to apply. Okay, first I'll show you that. If you go here, another link will open. So here this exam is there. So this, if you see 4/3, closing date is 24/3, and then part 1, part 2. Part 1 is your all personal details and all your if you have OBC or SC, that kind of detail, everything you have to fill here. Okay, and then part 2 will be the signature, the photograph uploading, and then the final thing. Okay, payment of fees and also this overall. If you do, then only it is considered complete, and you will get everything in your mobile and email. You will get a notification like, okay, this is this thing. Okay, but admit card you won't get. Admit card you will get only later. That is around 15 days or 20 days before the exam. That is June 27 is your exam, means around June 3, June 5, June 10, around that time you can expect. UPSC will not notify you. You have to go and check the UPSC website and then download it. Okay, so that again later we'll be online anyway. We'll be telling you, okay, when to download it. But first is application. So this, before even clicking on these links and simply getting confused, first you have to read the UPSC notification. So go here and click on this PDF. So here full detail is there. If you see 161 pages are there. That is because the last at least 100 pages are completely your syllabus. Okay, your main syllabus, optional syllabus, all those things. Only 40-50 pages are the actual notification. So if you see here 4/21, the exam notice number, and this is the 4/3/2021, today's date, and last date of receipt is 24/3. So here eligibility, all these things, when you have doubt, you have to read it. Okay, so I'll quickly go through, even though in my foundational video I've done all this. All candidates are requested to carefully read all these things because that's the first line they tell. Okay, and this nothing important here. Okay, and just because you apply does not mean like you are eligible for going to next level or something. Okay, that's kind of basic things I mentioned here. And you have to go to this website, upsconline.nic, or the link is anyway given in that other page which I showed you. And then you need this one photo ID card will be needed. Okay, Aadhaar card, voter card or something. Always give the Aadhaar card because that is what is checked almost everywhere now. So use that while filling the form, and that you have to carry in the exam hall also. Okay, the hard copy, original one, you have to carry in the exam hall. Okay. Other than that, nothing is there. Only the admit card which you get and this Aadhaar card you have to get. No other photocopies or self-attested copies. Those are all old things which used to happen many years back. Now only this Aadhaar card is enough. Okay. Then black pen will be there. That will on the down I'll show you. So withdrawal is also there after this, but please don't do any mistakes and then ask like how is the withdrawal format, how is the process. Please be very careful. This is an exam which you have been waiting for many years maybe. So see to it that you apply it very nicely. Okay, without any mistakes. So till 6 p.m. 24th March. Okay, there's a time limit also, not like 24th March night you can apply. Then there is a penalty, 2 marks will be there. Okay, that all down will be given. Okay, 2 marks for plus and minus 0.66, that is the 2/3 of the mark allotted will be negative mark. Okay, for each question. And here even telephone numbers and all these things are given. But in my life, I have not seen any serious aspirant having any need of these things because they will apply properly. They will go to exam hall properly. They will read the rules properly. They will not have any doubt to be asked to UPSC for in their exam process. Okay, mobile phones are banned. Okay, even though people carry it, you have to take it obviously. And all those things you will have to keep it outside. Okay, or they'll give some facility to keep it. So that and all again later when admit card comes, I'll explain you what to carry in the exam hall. That's a later part. Now your thing is only to apply. So don't bother about all these things. These are the services under UPSC this exam which you call, it's just not an IAS exam. Okay, people call it IAS exam, but IAS is just one of the post and was the highest post. Okay, foreign service also very limited people get it if you are in the top 40 or top 60 ranks. Then Indian police service has a chance for more rank people. Then these are all later rank. Okay, because you know finally 900 to 1000 ranks will come out in the final after interview. In that the people who are after 200 rank or 300 400 rank and all, they mostly get these kind of post. Okay, not the IAS IPS IFS and all, because most people I know they'll be trying for IAS only. But if you have to get it, try to get it in the top 100. And that is why I keep telling, never bother when the vacancy reduce, because your aim is to get in the top 100. So why do you bother about the vacancies? Here if you see, it is 712 vacancies. Last year's I forgot how much it was, but I'll make a later video comparing both the notification. Okay, so 712 is there and your aim is to get into the top 100 rank. So don't bother what is the number here. Okay, it has nothing to do with your this thing, because I already got messages from students telling like, sir, vacancy is reduced, what will I do? I'm getting tensed. You don't have to bother about any of these things. Your aim is to get in the top 100. So remaining everyone, lakhs of people who are applying, is not in front of you, is not in the path of your success. Okay, 712 is nothing and don't care about it. Please don't, because I see many channels putting their thumbnail also, only 712 vacancy, what will you do? Please don't click on such idiotic marketing kind of thumbnail. Okay. Then again, these are again about disability people, and also in case you will need it, please go through it. I am not going to do this or walk through it because this is not for the bigger lot of people. Okay, it's for limited people. So please download the PDF. Anyway, everybody has to download the PDF. Okay, so I'll go down and see what is the next section. So here the exam centers are given. Okay, exam centers, if you see, and a physical requirement and all, IAS will not need any physical requirement. Okay, so IPS and other people, please have to go through those classes also. Appendix are given at the end of this. Okay, end of this PDF, like what is the requirements. Then here if you see, these are the centers of preliminary examination, which obviously will be more. Okay, meaning in each state there will be more centers. It's not like only the capital city or something. Many places will be there. Almost all metro cities also will be there, like Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai. All these places anyway will be there, but more will be there in every state. More places will be there. And then mains exam, if you see, it will be limited. If you see, I think one state, one center kind of thing will be there. So it's limited. So maybe you will have to go to some other place to give your mains exam. And both these centers, you have to fill it now itself. Okay, that I will, applying and the link and all, I will do as a part 2 of this video. But you should know that you have to fill it now itself. Not like after prelims you will decide. You have to decide which is your prelim center, which is your main center, in which medium you will give the prelims and mains exam. All these things you have to decide on in this next 20 days itself before you apply. Okay, so that in the next part I will show you when I open those links. So again, first apply, first allot. Not like you decide whichever you want and you will definitely get. Okay, after 1 week maybe these kind of centers will be getting filled. Okay, applicants should note that there will be a ceiling on the number of candidates allotted to each of the centers except these. Okay, so here you will get whenever you apply, but other than that it will be a first apply, first allot. So faster you apply, faster you will get, else your city this thing will get over and then you will have to choose a secondary one. Okay, that when your admit card comes you will know like you have not got what you have given. So apply fast. Plan of examination already you know, maybe preliminary is there, which is objective type, mains exam is there where written is there, and then interview will be followed after that. So it's a complete 1 year process. Okay, even 2020 exam The mains got over and the interview is yet to happen, and the 2020 cutoff is yet to be announced. We don't know anything about 2020 as of now. We only know some people cleared prelims, they went and gave the mains, and some people cleared the mains. That is all we know. Okay, remaining is still going on. So you cannot know any of those details. Only thing which you have is 2019's cutoff and final result in front of you. 2020, you know nothing else. Okay. So here again, details are there. Applications are invited, and then the different type of categories, SC, ST, OBC, and now recently the EWS is also there last year onwards, where they are having cutoff even lesser than these people. But again, that we cannot predict. Okay, this year maybe EWS will have a higher cutoff. So only thing you can know is SC, ST will have the least cutoff mostly, and then general category will, and OBC is nowadays almost same. Okay, if general category cutoff is 97, OBC is around 95. There is no much difference. Okay, everybody has to target for 95 to 100 or 110 marks. That is what I tell Vaishya student. 110 if you attempt. Okay, that is 55 questions net right. Okay, net right means with after negative everything, 55 correct should be there, or that much marks you should score. Then you will clear this exam easily. Don't look for 80 questions, 90 questions like many coaching institutes are telling. Okay, they are simply putting more pressure on you. Please don't do that, because I know many people easily get 50 to 60 right. After that, because coaching institute told attempt 80 questions, 90 questions, they go and attempt extra 20, 30 questions, and all those goes into negative, and whatever score you have already scored, that also goes down. So please don't do that. Okay. Eligibility conditions, again, if you see, it's not only for India, it's like Nepal, Bhutan also candidates can apply, and there are some rules which may be not applicable. Now the most important thing, the age limit. If you see here, the candidate must have attained the age of 21 years and must not have attained the age of 32. This is general, okay, general category. So as on this one, 1st August 2021. So birth is also given. Most people read till here and then get calculating and confused and all unwanted things. Directly it is given, the candidate must have been born not earlier than 2nd August 1989 or not later than 1st August 2020. So most of you would be like the people who are born in 85, 86, 87. These are the people who always have confusion. These people, you have to simply check your birthday whether it is coming after August or not. After, see, born not earlier than 2nd. Okay, if it's earlier than that, obviously you don't have chance. But it's after that, you are born in October, November, December, and it is this year, then you are eligible. Okay, if you are a general category. Now what is there for OBC? OBC means it will be +3 of this. Okay, and if it is SC, ST, it will be +5 of that. If you see here, upper limit relaxable, 5 years for SC, ST, and 3 years for OBC. So what you have to do, this 89 you have to just plus. Okay, so 90, 91, 92, or the reverse way you can do. Okay, your birthday, you take your birthday, 87 is your this thing. I have told wrong initially. 87, suppose your birthday. Okay, 87th November. That means by this rule you are not eligible, but because you're OBC, you should do +3 of that. So 88, 89, 90. Okay, when you reach 90, this is falling in this bracket only. It's not earlier than this one. Because you have 3-year relaxation, you are fitting into this. Okay, I'm not sure whether you're understanding, but I'll make a detailed video again if you need. You just have to see your birthday +3 years or +5 years and see whether it is falling under this category, not born earlier than 2nd August, whatever year which comes, okay, after you plus. Okay, so this one is the only source needed. And I still don't know why people get confused, like I am born in this date, please explain me. I am born in that date, please explain me. Whichever date you are born, in that, if you are general category, there's nothing to calculate. It's already given. If you are born in this, fine. Else, +3 or +5 and see whether it is still falling in the bracket. If it's falling, you can. Else, you cannot. Okay. So this is the detail. For ex-servicemen and all, again, some relaxation is there. So that and all, again, rare cases. So please go and read through it if you are falling in that category. Okay. And you have to have this birth certificate and all these things, which will be obviously there in your 10 standard marks, obviously. And some more details are there, like as I told, OBC or SC, ST, you have to have that community certificate or whatever you need. That also at the end of this PDF they have given, like what is the format of it. You can go, I think, near to your like Akshaya Center kind of thing nowadays to get it. And it will has, I think, 3 years validity also. It's not like earlier days where you have to go to the panchayat, then to the municipal office, then to the collectorate. You don't have to do all those things now. Okay, everything in one place, Akshaya Center near your house, you go, you will get the OBC certificate. Then minimum education qualification, you should have a degree. Okay, that's the main thing. You should have a degree from any recognized university. So things, again, these are all your personal things. Okay, so please read it, and I don't think any confusion is there. Your age is one thing, and this one, number of attempt. This also people keep asking. For general category, it is 6 attempt. For OBC, it is 9 attempt. And then for this thing, SC, ST, it is unlimited attempt. Okay, so here it's given, appearing in the candidate shall be permitted 6 attempt. Relaxation in number of attempt. So it's given here. And this again another one, 9 for this. Okay, EW, everything is given here together. Okay, unlimited for SC, ST. And again you can read through here. this important thing, an attempt at a preliminary examination shall be deemed to be an attempt at the civil service examination. Okay, but this makes no sense. You still don't know what is an attempt. So next one, it's given, if a candidate actually appears in any one of the paper, meaning it's not like you apply or you download the hall ticket. It's not enough. You have to go to the exam hall. You go to the exam hall on that prelims day and appear the morning paper. Okay, leave the CSAT morning paper. Then it is considered as an attempt. Okay, so this is the answer to your question. Still many people ask like, sir, will I be considered attempt if I go, if I apply, if I download? There's nothing like that. After everything, if you go to the exam hall and there you fill your number and put a signature, then it is considered as an attempt. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now again, restrictions are given for not applying and all. This again, IAS, different post will have different rules. Please read through it. I don't think it's very important, but still you can read through it. Okay, like how they'll be appointed and all. Then again, medical physical standards are given. Appendix 3, if you see at the end of this PDF, appendix will be given. Okay, go and read that. Then fees again, it's 100 rupee for general and OBC. Only this female, SC, ST will be like it's free. Okay, I think it's given except. So they no need to pay any fees. And how to pay, almost every kind of payment is accepted. Okay, online or offline. So please do that also. And so same, okay, when you put your gender like female itself, then the fee payment page itself won't come. So don't worry about that. It's already programmed in the link itself. Then again, details, okay, very, very basic details, how to apply, what to apply and all. So after applying, you will get an RID, registration ID, that you have to keep it safe. RID is not your admit card number. Okay, RID is just a registration ID with which you can log in the next time. Each time you want to log in and check your details and all, this is what you need. And if you do one time, then after that you apply one more time with the same email ID, phone number, you will get a new registration ID. And only that second one, the higher registration ID will be always considered valid. Okay, so you can apply any number of times, 10, 15 times you want to apply, because maybe after a few days you will think, no, center I want something else, or medium I want to change something. You can reapply from the starting. You cannot adjust anything which you already done. You have to reapply from starting and you will get a higher registration ID. So that registration ID you will have your final thing when you download the admit card, and after that you will have a registration ID also, and you will have a roll number also. In the admit card, the roll number will be there, and these two will be later used for checking your result. Okay, when the prelims result come or whatever comes, that is what you will use for result. So always save all these things. Okay, even the link when you apply all the things which I showed you here, these links after you apply, it can be saved as PDF. Okay, it should be saved and should be taken print out and kept for later reference. Only then in case of any issue you can argue with UPSC or argue with anyone. Okay, please do all those things. Then again, these are all exam format and all these things which I don't want to do it now in this video because it will become very lengthy. So last date is here, 24th March. This is what is important for you. Please start doing. Correspondence to commission, as I told, phone numbers, email ID, all is given. That also you can see, but please see to that you never use it. Okay, and whenever contacting, these things should be mentioned: the name and year of exam, registration ID, roll number, name of candidate, all these things. Okay, for later thing, postal address and all. Then again, disability related some things are given. Okay, withdrawal of application method is given. That also 6th April, up to 6th April you can withdraw. It's given here. Okay, 6th April 2021 you can withdraw also if you need. But anyway, as I told, attempt will be counted only if you go to the exam hall. Okay, so if you apply also, no need to withdraw and all. Then this is now the exam part, which already many times I have told, and there is no change. Okay, there is a prelims paper, there is a mains paper, and this much marks will be there. CSAT will be 33% qualifying the afternoon paper. Okay, then other one, anyway you will not know the cutoff. Okay, for each question a wrong answer, 1/3 of the marks assigned will be this thing. Okay, so many people still thinks like it's 0.33. It's not like that. Each question is allotted 2 marks. It's not 1 mark. So 1/3 of that will be 0.66. Okay, even though it is mentioned 0.33 here, 0.3 is 1/3 of the marks assigned to the question, and question is assigned 2 marks. So 0.66 is the marks which will be negative. Okay, then many things are there, but these are all your syllabus and thing, which I think nothing has changed. Okay, nothing means not even one word. Everything would be copy paste from the previous thing only. Even the marks distribution, 2025 if you see, 1750 for the mains mark, 275 for interview, nothing has changed. Okay, language paper, everything is same. So this is an all foundation video already done with a very big detailing. I think 1 hour video I have made, and this is again the physical standards if you see, like eye vision and all these things. But again for IAS I don't think any of this is required. Okay, it's mainly for IPS. An interview is given and the syllabus starts here, and syllabus also I am sure nothing would have changed. Okay, the first line itself you see, current events of national and international importance. So this is the notification. I am not going through fully. See, only 30 pages. We reached the 30 pages and almost the entire thing is done. Remaining the starting from here, everything is syllabus. Okay, so 30 pages. Please read it word by word, and then if you have doubt, come and ask. Okay, And then going back to our PPT presentation, this 120 days timetable is designed for only for the serious aspirants. If you cannot study very seriously, then please don't join, because we need result. Okay, and just for a motivation, we are telling you these things. See to it that you complete history, geography, polity, economic, and international relation, science and environment, current affair. This, even though I told 2016 onwards, it may not be possible if you don't have the materials. We are giving 2018 onwards now. So those things, make sure you have read at least once. Okay, by hearting and keeping in your mind is another thing, but at least read at least once, and do test series relevant to all these topics. Okay, whatever I have written here, you should have done test, that too very, very good test, not like whichever random copy paste which you get in the online. And previous year paper alone will get you 10 to 15 marks, I guarantee you that. Okay, every year we have been showing that in our Vice versus UPSC videos. So please watch all those things, because in the next 2-3 days, if you don't do this kind of research and don't make a definite plan, you are not going to clear this exam. Okay, I'm not demotivating you, I'm telling, because I want only the serious aspirants to clear, not the ones who simply daydream to become an IAS and then don't do anything for that. You have to do. Okay, and even subjects wise things are there. I have designed this year, which I usually don't do previous years and all, because I know many students are veteran students and repeating, so they may not need everything. You need only economics because you are weak, or history, or geography, polity, current affairs alone. Anything you want to get, you can get, and simply WhatsApp me, I'll give you the details. Okay, how many hours you have to study? Obviously, working people have to sacrifice your work and all these things, or take leave, or do whatever. You have to study 8 to 9 hours from now. Okay, because then only you will be into that mood, because your competitors at home are studying like that. Else you should be a very brilliant student who already knows almost everything and just need to brush up, then study 4 hours or 5 hours. But others have to give 8 hours. You have to sacrifice your sleep, cut short your sleep. Okay, so maybe sleep only 4 hours or 5 hours or 6 hours for next 4 months, I'm telling. Only then you can catch up with everyone. And again, as I told, some toppers keep telling after exam that I did not have any stress. I was like having fun, watching movies, always on online, and I studied only 4 hours. These are all bluffing. Okay, simply after clearing the exam, you can tell whatever you want. But every serious aspirant who have cleared this exam, who I know personally also, they have studied day in and day out. Okay, they have studied 8, 10, 12 hours, almost all books, at least 6 to 8 test series, everything they have done. Okay, so they are simply bluffing after they come on camera after clearing this exam. Okay, so please don't fall for that. And mains things and all, stop studying. Okay, unless you have a mains test series enrolled and it's going on, please don't study anything for mains. Now focus only on your prelims. Okay, even Rajya Sabha TV and all, you can keep on hold. Else if you want to watch it like half an hour or something, watch it, but please don't keep it as priority. And how much ever you plan, okay, many things are going to like not happen as per your choice. Okay, maybe time you allocate 5 hours for NCRT, but it will take 8 hours. Or maybe some happenings in your family that you cannot do, any health issues. Now especially health issues is at the peak, then books are not available, or any ad hoc reasons. Many things can happen. Okay, so that is why please make a timetable and always keep some buffer space so that you can readjust it. Okay, if anything goes wrong, you can readjust it, or something of less importance can be skipped, or something like that. Okay, so please see to that you have a timetable. My students, everyone will have a timetable. I'm giving 120 days timetable, which has very, very detailed things of what to do each day and which test to do each day. And I'll be giving the test personally, which I am designing. And then the result which we got last 3 years, we wanted to maintain in 2021 also. So we will see to it that we give you the best materials at the highest number of materials. Okay, nobody in this country is giving, and that is why we are unique. Okay, 75 test and 250 charts. It's all for the GS1 prelims morning paper. There is no CSAT, because CSAT, anybody who do the previous year, last year paper of 1 day reading, you can easily get that 33%. Okay, out of 80 questions, I think 26 questions, if you make it right, you clear CSAT. But morning paper is not like that. You have to study from very good source, and that is why we have made the biggest test series in this country. Okay, and 2022 I'm making even bigger. Okay, 90 to 100 tests will be there. That will be announced soon. Okay, within the next 2 to 3 weeks it will be announced. So if you join or not, please study in a disciplined way. We are ready to give you 100% coverage with the minimum number of books and maximum number of MCQs. Just understand that this exam, how much ever it is impossible, you can make it possible if you are very serious aspirant. Okay, and I will be there with every serious aspirant. This is the email ID, this is the Facebook and WhatsApp. Already I have shared you multiple times, and be there in the description box also. Please contact me. Okay, I have told very like lot of things in a very like fast way in this video, because again I don't want to waste your time. Please go and read the notification and apply for the exam as soon as possible. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.